Hello everybody, this is Carmen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit of art journaling. I was kind of in the mood to do some, so I figured, you know what, let's record this process, and I'm going to see how this works out. So I'm going to be using this sketchbook. It's called Sketch Your Dreams, and it's not really like a mixed media book or anything like that, but I'm going to use it as such. And today's inspiration is going to be this little pack of cards that I found at the thrifty store. It's got these really cute angels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuzzy cut one of these angels, and I'm going to place or maybe I won't even fuzzy cut it. I think I might just use the card as it is, and create some kind of a layout with that card. So I hope you guys will enjoy this process. So the first thing that we're going to do is prep this page, and to prep this page we're going to be needing to use some gesso. So I'm going to grab some gesso and I'm going to get this page ready to go. Alright you guys, let me zoom in. Focus this somewhat. Perfect. So I went looking around to see what can I add, as far as texture, to give the page, you know, a little bit more interest. And I got my little goodie bag, and I found, let me just get the wire off of this ribbon here. I found some different little odds and end pieces, because I always save my little scraps for mixed media and things like that. So I have some few pieces here. These are like different fabrics, different laces, ribbons. These are the ones that come like in the roll. Just get the wire out of them. So we don't need the wire. I took the wire out. Got a little bit of a pink ribbon here, which I think will be perfect for this. So we got different things just to create like different textures, and we're going to be using Decoupage heavy gel medium to kind of adhere these and lay these down. So what I'm going to do actually, I know more or less where I want my little card to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of mark off that space there. And these are water soluble color pencils. This is by Marco Refine. You can find these on eBay and a lot of different online retail stores. Got me some pumpkin spice this morning. Yes, living my best life, you guys. Alright, so now that I have my little frame, I've already gessoed my page, which is why you kind of see that it's kind of curling up a little bit. So bring that back down. I might add other things to this. I'm going to put my little image away. What I've done to this is that I've gone ahead and cut off that brown, well, that goldish kind of trim that it had on the edges. I just wanted it to be kind of like this. I want to add my own details and stuff to that there. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start laying these down. I think I'm gonna go and get a stencil and let's incorporate some stenciling. Why not? Since we have to wait for this to dry anyway, we might as well wait for the whole kit and caboodle to dry and add some stenciling in here as well. And for those of you watching, I recommend that you thoroughly dry this part before you actually go into adding stencil into your project. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to be using this stencil by Deco Art. It's called Bubbles. And it's an Andy Skinner stencil. So I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. And I'm going to be using some modeling paste to do this. Alright everybody, the page seems to have dried, more or less. I allow it to kind of dry up on its own. I don't do too I don't heat set it too much because in my room it's a little difficult to heat set it. So I just kind of let it dry. It took about half an hour, 40 minutes or so to dry on its own. And again, I remind you my page is already pre-gessoed. So I've brought out some Cosmic Blue, which is a metallic luster. Oops. I plan to use these like a watercolor. I've got some Brilliant Turquoise. Beautiful, beautiful colors. These are waxes. But you can water them down and apply them with a brush. So that's what I intend to do. I've also got some black in case I need something to give it some contrast. And this, I believe it's like a brown, like an espresso color. But it's very shimmery. This is a DIY spray. So we'll see how this is going to work out. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually apply some color, apply some water right onto my waxes. And I'm just going to swirl them around just a bit. You really don't need too much. Just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with these waxes. That's why I love them so much. I'm going to close this lid. And just swirl them. And here I have some beautiful, shimmery, watered down metallic luster. Do the same thing with this one. Just swirl it around a little bit. And look at that brilliance. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm just going to go into it and add a little bit here, a little bit there. Just gonna let this kind of travel and kind of run off my page. And just help it out a little bit. And I love the effects that I'm seeing. And that's what you guys gotta do, more or less just play with it until you feel completely satisfied. I'm going to tilt it this way and just let that kind of give me a different effect there. And I'm more or less using the same colors. Let me show you guys what the original card looked like before I took off some of that trim. I'm just more or less using some of the same colors that are in this card already. As you can see, it'll really match nicely. The only difference is that I did go ahead and take off this gold banding, this gold framing, I should say, that was around that card. So I kind of like the way that it's looking. I like that a lot, actually. Just tap this out a little bit. This is giving me a little bit of texture. So I'm going to use that texture to my advantage. And do some stamping with my towel. How cool is that? Actually, I like that so much so that I'm going to go right into some of my paint, some of my wax paint here. I'm going to get another little clean area. And I'm going to stamp right on it with the tongue and create, add some more of this really beautiful metallic color right back in here. So really, you guys, you don't necessarily need to buy really expensive tools and gadgets, you guys. A lot of the things that you have at home, a lot of the things that you would normally actually dispose of in the garbage can turn into the most brilliant tool that you can own. I really like that. What do you guys think? You can use a sponge. You can use makeup applicators. Dollar Tree is your best friend, you guys, for buying inexpensive tools that you can use in your art projects. Remember, you guys, it's not the tool. It's the craft, right? It's the energy, the time, the dedication that you put into it. It's your personal love of what you're doing that's really going to set your art, aside. The tools themselves do not make the artist. They do not make the crafter. Yes, we do need tools, but it's how you use them. It's not their brands or how much you paid for them. So feel free to go look in your kitchen, look in your drawers, look in your junk drawers, because we all have them, right? Pick up things that have different shapes, different textures, and have some fun. Have some fun, because that's what this world is all about. This art world is about having fun. Add some more of this blue in a more concentrated form. And remember, if you do have things like metallic paints, acrylics, things like that, you can water them down. You can turn them into sprays. You can mix them with glues and different things and just create different things. Test it out. You might be surprised. Actually, I think I'm going to go back into the stencil here and maybe add some dots. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's add some more. So now we have the stencil being used in two ways. And you can make stencils yourself, you guys. You can hand draw them, cut them out. Different things can create stencils for you. I remember when I started, I made my own stencils with plastic folders. I actually have a couple videos on my channel there, way back when I first started, but I have a lot of fun DIYs that you can try. They got me started when I was still kind of trying to figure out if I really wanted to get into this in a public way full time. Because I've always loved to do art, but it was more of a private thing. At the beginning, it was more of a private thing. Now I'm just like, yay, having so much fun. I love sharing with you guys the things that I'm creating. I love getting you guys' feedback. And I especially love it when I hear that you guys actually learn something. Sorry, you guys. I love it when I hear that you guys learn something, that you found my videos useful. You know, I don't claim to be a know-it-all. I just try to offer my, my experiences as, the advice that I offer because I've tried it or I've done it. But that in no way, shape, or form, makes me an expert in any of this. I just have fun, and I encourage you to let go. That's mostly what I do, is just encourage you guys to just try it, just do it. And thankfully, many of you guys are pleasantly surprised, and that makes me so, so happy. It really, really does. Okay, I got the wrong lids on these. Alright, so I think I want to add some white before I go ahead and finish this thing off. I think I also want to kind of glue this in here. I think that pink will add a really nice touch. It's not quite as long as my pages, but that's okay. So put this backwards, this way. That's quite alright. I'll still be able to, maybe I'll be able to add something here. I also got to pick up my sentiment, you guys. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys. So I pulled out my sentiment. It says, keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. And I think that's perfect for this. I'll just put that down right there. And I do apologize if you guys hear any kind of background noise. I know I have the fan going. But yeah, it gets like that sometimes. So I'm going to use a straw. And I'm just going to dip my straw in here. And just kind of add little bubbles. Now some of my textured area is not going to catch it all the way, but that's fine. Oops, let me just stop this for a second. Alright, you guys, let's see if they don't start up with the racket again. Okay, so I have some dotting tools here, or some styluses. You can use the end of a pencil. You can use pretty much anything. I'm going to just dip these, the end of this tool, just to get some dots. Kind of bring some of that white back into it. You can also splash some paint. I'm going to use a smaller one. This one just makes smaller little dots. You can use the end of a pencil. You have some dried up markers. Don't throw those out. Those make great dotting tools, great blenders. You can use them for so many different things. Okay, so I think, let's see. A little bit of schmutz in there. So, this is more of what my background is looking like. You can see some of the paper in the background. You can definitely see the textures of the lace. I think I like that. I'm gonna see if I can add I'm gonna try to see if I can add some of this. This is from Dollar Tree. This is a glitter marker. They start off very well, but they don't last very long. But I'm gonna see if I can. I'm just gonna drag it out, just to create kind of like a little bit of a scene, a little bit of a, I don't know, something. Like I said, you work with it so you guys are happy. Um, I feel happy right now with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm gonna incorporate this ribbon here. This is dry. And I'm gonna just mount my image with some foam dots. That should be good. Then what we're gonna do is actually add some double-sided tape to the sentiments as well. Just for double reinforcement. You can always apply glue. This will help to bring in some of the black that I've added onto this page. I'm gonna put the sentiments right on my ribbon. I like that a lot. But I feel like it's missing something, so I'm gonna see what I can find. me one sec. Okay, I found some Dollar Tree stickers. And I think that these little birds will be quite nicely since again it does have wings. I like this one. They're pretty much the same. I double pack my stickers when I get them. I like this one right here. The Dove of Peace. Keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. And I think with that, you guys, my page is complete. We have some beautiful metallics happening. Some of the shimmer from the ribbon is showing through. I do apologize for the glare, the sentiment. I really love how this page came out. I love the background, the textures, the overall colors. I think is really, really pretty. You have all the textures from this, the little bubbles that we did with the stencil from Deco Art. I think this page came out absolutely beautiful. Thank you all so much for being here with me today and taking part of this process with me. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death. And I hope that you will return. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. I put all different kinds of videos pretty much on a regular basis. And you really never know what you're going to get out of my channel. Like I said, I have so many different projects, so many things that I'm involved in. So many different types of crafts and art projects and just all different kinds of things that I create on a regular basis. I'm sure you won't want to miss. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will catch you all on the next one. Be blessed. Bye.